about your story. And with this in mind, it's my honor to inform you we selected you as the second recipient as the Shield of Honor recipient for the Redcon1 Foundation, and we will make a donation to help you with your taxes and with some of your other bills in the amount of $13,300. So we hope this brings some comfort to you, to your family. Your service to our nation is impeccable. You're just a great person, and so on behalf of the owner and founder of the Redcon1 company, the supplement company, Aaron Singerman, and all our board members and all our supporters and donors, it's our honor and our pleasure to give this money to you and we hope it brings you some relief, some comfort, and brighter days are ahead of you. So we do appreciate your service, Josh, and we salute you.
Thank you, sir. Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah, wow. You guys know how to make a man cry, I'll tell you.
It's funny. I honestly never thought about doing the military. I was raised pretty much not knowing really much about the military. My grandfather had passed away when I was 1, so I was raised by my mom telling me that, you know, your grandfather was in it, his father and his father, everybody was in the army. These are the wars that, you know, your family's been in. I thought I was always going to go a different route. I took AP honor classes. I ended up getting a full ride scholarship to USC for aeronautical engineering. And my buddy was like, "Hey, if I join, would you go with me?" And you know, this at the time was one of my closest friends, was my best friend, and I was like, "Well, dude, if you go, I'll enlist with you." And then like 2 weeks later, he's like, "Hey, I enlisted." So, you know, I had to keep my word, and so I was 6 months into USC, and I dropped it, and I joined the Marine Corps with him.
And another thing I learned is that even though you were a young enlisted Marine, you still were helping your family. You were providing some of your paycheck to your family back at home. So I thought that was commendable as well.
Yes, sir. I had to, my family was struggling pretty hard. I was the oldest of, at the time, well, sure, it's still the oldest. He was just born. So I was the oldest of 7. My father was a installed carpet. So I was giving almost half my checks every month to help support them.
My parents always depended on him a lot for everything. He was our oldest sibling. Anything we needed help with, Josh was like second dad.
I was in for just over 7.5 years, and spent the last about 2 years of that. About 2 years of that actually at the hospital as an inpatient, outpatient. Going through all the therapy that I needed and being able to walk right before they even let me go with my new prosthetic at the time, or the prosthetic. And then transitioning from that, it was not the easiest thing to do. It's still actually not. I've been out now since 2014, and it's still not the easiest transition.
So transitioning from the military to a civilian, I know he struggled a lot with it. He was used to being on the field. He liked being in the action. Everything about the military he loved. And from that, trying to just work a regular job, he struggled so much trying to find something. And I think it's because the military ended up being his passion, and he really did enjoy it. So when you try to go from working your passion to just working an ordinary job or just doing ordinary things throughout the day, you know, your life isn't complete. You're not going to be 100% satisfied nor happy.
My last deployment was down in Afghanistan, northern Helmand, and that's where I ended up getting injured about 1 month into my deployment. I ended up getting injured there, flatlined there in Afghanistan, got flown to Germany, made it down to Maryland, and then started my almost 3 years recovery there in Maryland before I was able to move back here to California, where I finally was retired out.
My dad came home and he looked in disbelief, very sad. I'm so sorry. It gets me emotional every time. And then he told us that my brother had got injured in Afghanistan. But I'm very grateful that we still have him here with us.
I was given the option, like, hey, you have no bone, the only thing holding your foot to your body is your calf, and like one working blood vessel. So if I would walk, I would need to lay down with my foot up for about 30 minutes or so to get the blood back out of my foot to my body. And so my doctor was like, this is the predicament you're in. You're never going to be able to do anything in your life if you keep your foot. Oh shoot, my son was only 2 weeks old when I deployed. So he was only just a couple months at that time. And I sat there thinking for a week. My doctor gave me a week to decide, and I cried almost every day and was just like, my son doesn't deserve for me to not, do something with him. So the chances of me being able to run and do whatever I want to and be free if I just take the leg off. And so I decided Sunday, I called my doctor and I told him, I was like, I'll take the leg off. And Monday I was in the OR. The transitioning was hard being an amputee. I really, truly wanted to live I'm just going to be like a couch potato and just live off my disability. But knowing that obviously I have 2 boys now, they didn't deserve to see a father that way. And I can't teach them you can do whatever you want if I don't do something about it, So it was the hardest transition to get myself out of that and do something to be somebody for them.
Joshua is my best friend. His kids and my kids are best friends. We try to, spend every time we have free time together, taking trips to like Disneyland with the kids, or the park, the beach, like anything, even if it's just a backyard barbecue. Josh is very family oriented.
Getting the home that I have, I actually didn't purchase the home. I was submitted by someone to an organization to get the home through Chase had donated this home as a foreclosed home with a massive amount of damages and things. And so the organization actually donated the home to me. But I didn't know, with the way they wrote their contract, was that the home was not fixed properly. The home was not up to code. The home is not sustainable. So I was told with, up to 5 years, I shouldn't have to repair anything in this house. The house is good to go. The first year my house started falling apart. I had a massive leak in one of the bathrooms from the upstairs bathroom that I had to rip open the whole ceiling. I had another leak from my bathroom, the master bathroom, into the kitchen that I had to rip open my entire kitchen, which was another $15,000 in damages and repairs. My pool wasn't fixed properly, which was another about $15,000 just to find the leak. The water bill that I was paying for the 5 months it took to find it, then to actually fix it, and then just more things keep falling apart. My water heater almost exploded because they didn't have that mounted correctly or anything. My water pressure valves or regulator from the city to the house, that's destroyed. I had to replace that as well. Just in little bits that the house has just been falling apart completely. I've tried reaching out and asking them, hey, what happened? And they're just like, well, the house is what it is. You got it. You're on your own. So I unfortunately got into the predicament that I'm in because I've gone $35,000 in debt just fixing the house. With everything with that, it ultimately, caused a divorce and things and, financial situations. At one point I was working 4 jobs, just to try to keep up. I was almost never home. I kind of do the same thing now. I kind of still do the same thing now. I work more hours than I get paid for, but it's what pays bills. So unfortunately, the home that I was, at the time, I thought I was getting blessed with, to head, start my grounds here, set my roots in, I'm ultimately in the hole. So it's been a little hard. Truly, honestly, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, my family, my kids, even my girlfriend. She's just stoked to see that there's people like you guys. Thank you guys 100%. I have nothing but great things to say about you guys and see how far you guys can go to help other veterans. Anyone that's willing to help. I mean, this is one organization I can tell you that it's not a scam. It's not someone who's just trying to make money. It's definitely for us.
We're always looking to give a hand up to those who do great things for our country. And you are always helping other folks. What I was really struck by is your positive can-do attitude. No matter what challenges that came your way, you continue to smile. I just think we appreciate you so much. So again, on behalf of all of us at the Redcon1 Foundation and our founder of the Redcon1 Supplement Company, Aaron Singerman, thank you. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you will do in the future. and we know that you will be paying it forward once your opportunity comes to help.